Christmas cancelled, Jesus' hometown of Nazareth scraps celebrations because of Trump. The Israeli Arab city said it had cancelled some Christmas celebrations in protest at the U.S. president's decision to recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital. Mr. Trump announced the move last week, reversing decades of U.S. policy and recognizing Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, jeopardizing Middle East peace efforts and upsetting the Arab world and Western allies alike. Nazareth, the largest Arab town in Israel with a Muslim and Christian population of 76,000, is one of the Holy Land's focal points of Christmas festivities. City spokesman Salem Sharara said, "We have decided to cancel the traditional Christmas singing and dancing because we are in a time of dispute, because of what Trump has said about Jerusalem." Nazareth is traditionally thought to be where Jesus grew up. The imposing Basilica of the Annunciation in central Nazareth is built on a site which many Christian faithful believe was the childhood home of Jesus' mother, Mary. Sharara said the town's market stalls and the traditional Christmas church services would be held as they are every year. Within an hour of the announcement, the Palestinian towns of Bethlehem, Jesus' traditional birthplace, and Ramallah in the Israeli-occupied West Bank briefly switched off their Christmas lights in protest. There was no word from the Bethlehem municipality whether it was also weighing a cutback on its celebrations at a crucial time of year for the town's tourist trade. Mr. Trump's decision to recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital city was a significant U.S. policy change. It angered the Arab world, amid further plans to move the U.S. embassy to Jerusalem. Jerusalem is sacred to Christians, Jews and Muslims and is a contentious part of Israel-Palestinian negotiations. Following the 1967 Middle East War, Israel declared Jerusalem as its capital. But the claim is not recognized by the international community or Palestinians. Palestinians maintain that Jerusalem will be the capital of their future state. Today, the head of Palestinian Islamist movement Hamas called for fresh protests across the world against the U.S. president's controversial recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital. Ismail Haniyeh said, "We demand the Islamic world make every Friday a day of anger and revolution in every